So can I just be terribly British for a second and talk about the weather? Because recently it's been lovely. Sunny, warm, dry. I love it. But with warm weather comes something else. Suddenly, the pub gardens are packed. Chairs and tables appear outside bars so people can drink and sunbathe. And you can't help but notice the groups of friends together, clinking glasses, laughing in the sunshine. And I know that seeing this can be really triggering, especially if you are newly sober or trying your hardest to be. So today I want to talk about 3 things to remember when you see other people drinking in the sun and you just feel that familiar sense of missing out. Having been in this situation myself, here are my top tips. So, first of all, remember that when you see people drinking outside in the summer, you are seeing alcohol portrayed in a very romanticised setting. I mean, honestly, everything looks better in the sunshine, doesn't it? People are outside looking happy. It's like they don't have a care in the world. It's basically a living, breathing advert for alcohol. But you do have to pause for a moment, because actually all you're seeing is one snapshot. It's not the whole story. You are not seeing the 4 a.m. wake-ups that some of those drinkers are going to experience later on. You are not going to see the hangovers, which, by the way, will definitely be worse on a hot day. You don't see the broken promises, the anxiety, the regrets. And do you know what else you don't see? You don't really see what people are drinking. Because fizzy water can look a lot like a G&T, and alcohol-free beer looks a lot like regular beer. Did you know that almost 1/3 of pub visits in the UK are alcohol-free now? So statistically, there are people in that beer garden who are not drinking alcohol. So that's my first thing. Notice when you are creating this whole story from a quick glimpse that you got as you walk past. Second thing is to remember this. A lot of problem drinkers who are really struggling with alcohol and are very unhappy, they will look dead normal in this setting. They do not have a sign on their head, believe it or not. And I know for me, when I was at the height of my drinking career, if we call it that, and I really wasn't in a good place, I could still go out with friends and have 1 or 2 glasses. I could very carefully keep pace with other people if I put my mind to it. But one of the reasons I could do that is because I knew I was going to get my fill later. I knew I'd go home and drink some more at home, because that was actually my favourite way to drink, at home alone. And I've just worked with so many women over the years who tell me the same thing. They say that sometimes there will be that person who just has that one drink with everyone else and then heads off home early, all very kind of restrained and tame and proper, when really part of the reason that they are going home and leaving early is to make sure that they can pick up some wine before the shops close and then make sure they've got enough time to drink it, you know? So appearances can be very deceiving, and I urge you to remember that. Remember that you're just not seeing the full picture. My third tip is this. Ask yourself, what is it I really want right now? And you're not allowed to answer that question with the word alcohol, by the way, because I put it to you that it's not really wine or cocktails that you want, not really. So let's forget about the liquid in your glass, because in this situation, drinking in the sun, that tug, that craving, it often isn't about the alcohol. It's about something deeper. So for me personally, I don't ever get cravings to drink these days. Yeah, you can't pay me to drink alcohol. But when I walk past people drinking in the sunshine, I do sometimes catch myself thinking something like, I want to sit in the sun too, or something like that. And maybe I just can't in that moment because I've got to be somewhere or do something. Or perhaps I'll see a group of friends drinking together and I think, I want to hang out with my friends too. I miss those days where we could just spontaneously drop everything and meet up really easily, and we were like living fairly near each other. So can you see how that stuff isn't about alcohol? But it is about very valid unmet needs and desires. It's that sense of freedom, that kind of sod it energy, that desire to just throw the to-do list out the window and enjoy the moment, to stop, rest, connect, to feel like it's okay to do nothing for a while and quit being an adult. That's what I crave these days. And because I know that and I can name that and meet that need in a different way, then it doesn't have me thinking that I need to drink ethanol. You know, I don't need wine to connect with the people I love spending time with. And neither do you, I have to say. So next time you walk past a buzzing pub beer garden or you see people drinking in the sun, I just invite you to pause and remember that it's easy for alcohol to look tempting in the sunshine, but we have no idea what's really going on for everyone there. Also, we can't see the true harms up front. And then get clear on what it is you're really craving, because the chances are that whatever it is you're craving, you can meet that need without pouring a pint. So let me know in the comments if this resonates with you and what you think that you might genuinely need on a sunny day. I'm wishing you a happy and hangover-free week ahead, and I hope you continue to enjoy the sunshine.